On today's recipe video, I'm going to be making my whole food plant-based and vegan marinara burgers. I hope you can stick around and see exactly how they're made. To get started on today's recipe video, we're just going to need a few simple ingredients, and those are, we have 2 cups of red beans that have been cooked and drained. You can also use black beans if you don't have red beans available. We have 1 cup of cooked brown rice. Now I have down below, you can see, or above, you'll be able to see a direct link to the recipe for how I cooked my brown rice in the Instant Pot. We've also got 1 cup of oats. Now these can be old-fashioned rolled oats or quick cooking oats. We've got 1/4 cup of marinara sauce. Now this can be any type of marinara sauce that you choose. I am personally using my Easy Instant Pot marinara sauce. You can find the recipe for that below or above. Again, a really simple recipe, one that I know a lot of people have enjoyed. We're also going to be needing 2 tablespoons of Italian seasoning. Now if you don't have an Italian seasoning at your grocery store, you can find a pretty easy ways to make it with oregano and basil and some thyme, but most grocery stores will have a pre-made salt-free Italian seasoning. We've also got 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, and then 1/2 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flakes. Now, how we're going to be making this is I'm going to be using my KitchenAid stand mixer. Any stand mixer will work. You can use a food processor, and if you do not have any sort of equipment, you can just use a large bowl, mix it together, and make sure it gets mashed up. I normally use my hands if I'm not using equipment, so I can get everything nice and together in one evenly spread mixture. But I am personally going to be using my KitchenAid, and I'm going to be using my scraper paddle attachment, or just any paddle attachment will work. And we're also going to be cooking this on the grill. You can also do it in the stovetop at about 400 degrees on parchment paper on a baking sheet and cook them for about 25 to 30 minutes. I use the oven all the time with them, but when it is nice outside, there's nothing like a fresh bean burger fresh off the grill. So we're going to get to grilling them once they're all made. So I've got the grill heated up and it is getting nice and hot. So to get started, we're just going to add in all of our ingredients into our stand mixer, and we're going to get that nice and blended up. You might need a spoon to kind of scrape down the sides, but we're going to add in our beans. We've got our rice. We've got my oats, and then our dry and wet ingredients. So we've got our marinara sauce. We've got some Italian seasoning. We've got our garlic powder, onion powder, and then we have our crushed red pepper flakes. Now we are going to just let this mix on a low setting for a few minutes. You'll know when everything gets together. Really, we're hoping that those beans, or we're waiting till those beans kind of break down a bit, and then we can form a nice patty mixture. So it's probably going to be around 2 to 5 minutes of just a nice even mixing on a slow setting. So I'm going to get to mixing that, and I'll see you in a second. All right. Now we've got our mixture that has come together nicely. I will just show the camera here so you can see a great mixture, really a good patty forming mixture. It's come together well. It's not too wet, not too dry, should form into great balls. Now I personally like to use a patty press. You do not have to, and while that was mixing, I went ahead and grabbed my patty press. Any patty press will really work. They just make making these bean burgers so much easier and so much quicker, and I really enjoy using them. So I did bring over a cutting board that I'm going to set the pre-made burgers on so that when we do get ready to take them out to the grill, they're ready to go. But I've got some parchment paper here. Now, even if you're not using a patty press, parchment paper can be great to set a patty down, press it down, and form it. But if you are using a patty press, it is almost needed. So I have some mixture here, and once you get the hang of it, you'll kind of know how much. So I just like to form it into a ball about this size. I'm going to set that down onto the parchment paper, set the other piece right over it, and then the beauty of a patty press is one movement and you have perfectly shaped patties every single time. Now that is a thing of beauty. I'm just going to set it right on there, and I'm going to go ahead and make the rest of our patties. All right, and there is our last one. So with this size of patty that I ended up making, we have 5 perfectly formed patties. Now you can always double, triple, quadruple this recipe to as many as you'd like, and you can also pare down the size of each patty. These are pretty good sized patties, about a 1/4 pounder, so you can always half that and make that even smaller to get around 8, but really 5 to 8 is what you're gonna get with a recipe this size. So now the great thing is we're just gonna take these out to the grill. We got the grill nice and hot, so I'll see you out there at the grill. All right, we're out here at the grill. We've got the patties perfectly ready to go on the grill. Now, I got the grill nice and hot, so all we're gonna do is open her up, and I'm just gonna set the patties down, aligned there. I like to make sure that they're gonna be nice and evenly spaced. All right, now since these weren't frozen and I'm going ahead and using them just as is, so fresh, they're just gonna need about 2 to 5 minutes. Gonna wanna make sure you check at 2 minutes. So I'll see you guys here in about 2 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes when we're ready to flip those. All right, we've been right about 3 to 4 minutes. So I'm gonna open this up and see how they look. Oh, awesome. Now you can see we've got a great char marks on there. So this guy is ready to flip. We're gonna check the rest of them. Absolutely fantastic. Perfection. Nice and crisp. There we go. I'll bring this one over there here so you can see we are looking good. Now I'm gonna go ahead and let them go for another about 3 to 5 minutes on this second turn. So we'll be back, and then they will be ready to dress up and eat and enjoy. So we'll see you in a second. All right, our second 2 to 3 to 4 minute timer just went off. I'm gonna go ahead and check them out. Check this guy. Looks fantastic. As you can see, got nice and crisp on the outside. It's cooked all the way through. We've got great grill marks. So I'm gonna go ahead and take them all off, and we'll be ready to head inside and give it a try. So those look fantastic. I'm gonna get the grill turned off, and I'll see you guys in just a second. We go inside to give them a try. All right, I'm back. I've got the burgers here. Now, they smell absolutely delicious. I am stoked to give them a try. I will mention that if you did like this video and you would like to see more, you think it would help some other people, if you go ahead, like and share it. It really helps spread the plant-based message. But to get started with just dressing our burger, all we're gonna need to do is take one of our patties. Now I'm gonna open up my burger there, and I'm just gonna set it there. Now, I like adding some more marinara sauce, so we're gonna add some marinara sauce, and then in the true sense of a good Italian burger, I'm gonna lay on some pepperoncinis. Pepperoncinis have always been my family's favorites for anything with this flavor profile. So now we're gonna close that up, and I'm gonna give it a try. That is phenomenal. You get that great, rich deepness that a marinara sauce adds, a little bit of heat from those crushed red pepper flakes, and then the garlic and onion powder kind of bring it up another notch. And gotta say, if you have a chance to give the pepperoncinis a try on it, it is a must to go for it. They're a little bit spicy, but I think you'd really like it. Like I mentioned before, I really hope you guys enjoyed today's recipe video as much as I've enjoyed it and as much as I've enjoyed eating it. Again, I'll just mention it one more time that if you do not have a grill and you're not able to grill at the current time, you can always bake these on parchment paper on a baking sheet, 400 degrees in the oven for 25 to 30 minutes, and they're gonna come out great. On the grill, get the grill nice and hot, and you've got great burgers. And one other question that I'll normally get is, do they freeze? Do they store? Yes. Go ahead, get them mixed up, get the mixture mixed. Go ahead and form the patties, and then set them on something like a cutting board or baking sheet, and line that with wax or parchment paper. Line them up, put it in the freezer for a couple of hours. Once they harden up, you can pull them off and then throw them in this freezer-safe container or baggie, and then they're great to go and throw on the grill frozen. They are fantastic. I really hope you guys give this one a try. If you haven't already, like and subscribe to the page so you get updated whenever I post a new recipe or video. And then, as always, this recipe, my past and future recipes can all be found at plantbasedgabriel.com. I really hope you guys give this marinara burger a try. And if you do, let me know how it goes on Facebook. I'm gonna dig in, and I will hopefully see you guys in a recipe video very shortly.